And the Bryce Canyon Ultras actually happened on May 30th, 2020. Vacation Races is the group that puts it on. They had said that they were going to announce about 5 weeks before the event whether they were really going to hold it or not, and that's exactly what they did. The day after they announced they were going to have it, they did a Facebook Live thing and they explained what they were thinking. And after that, they did a really good job giving out their updates through email, Facebook posts, live streams, and they came out with a pretty good race guide. Originally, there was going to be about 15 people from Michigan that were going to do it, but for one reason or another, only a few of us actually went.
So yeah, so
we're good to go. I think we're live.
I'm Lyle, Salem. We have decided that we are going to proceed with our Bryce Canyon Ultra on May 30th and 31st.
We've got a lot of thoughts about why we're choosing to do Bryce. It's going to be a really modified event. We're looking at this as very much as an experiment. We're going to try a bunch of stuff, and we're going to see how effective we think it is, and if we think it'll work. And I've already been in touch with several race directors. This is going to kind of be the guinea pig. We're going to see what works. We're going to try to give advice to the general community. We'll be very open about our results.
There was another comment earlier asking if we'd reached out to local health departments, and I just want
let's talk about that. So we that was our first thing, is we want to make sure we talk to the decision makers locally, and we gave them opportunities to cancel the event. Like, we tried to be very blunt about what we thought was going to happen.
I'll be honest, I was really on the fence about this. Like, we're just looking for somebody to tell us no, and that was not the response we got from any of them. Like, they weren't like overly like, yeah, do it, but there's no reason.
Right.
I can't see any reason why you shouldn't do the event. As long as you follow these guidelines that we've put out, I don't see any reason why you can't do it. And so because of that, we want to be good neighbors to them. They're gracious enough to let us come and run in their beautiful part of the world. We're doing the best we can with the information that we've got, and we're trying to make it as good of an event as we can, but still keeping everybody those safe distances away. So
generally speaking, we have roughly 1,200 people that are signed up. We only expect probably half of those to come. We're not letting anybody new register.
Registration is shut down. The bid pickup, it'll be a drive-up service
at the start and finish staging area, and we'll be prepared there to hand bibs to you through your car window, and then also while you're there picking up your bib, drop off your drop bags. We'll have a designated area where you can drop off your drop bags. One thing that we're doing this year, normally we would not offer drop bag access at all these aid stations, but because of our limitations this year, we are going to be offering drop bag access at all these aid stations.
We're going to go out of our way to make the start a little unceremonious.
Yeah, we're going to have basically a rolling start.
We'll spread out. So we figure it's 100-ish people per distance.
The 100 milers from 5 to 6 a.m. The 50 milers are going to be from 6 to 7 a.m. The 60K is going to be from 7 to 8. The 50K is going to be from 8 to 9. And the 30K is going to be from 9 to 10. What we're trying to discourage people from doing is congregating around the starting line. Just take your time in your car, go to the bathroom, whatever you got to do to get ready for the race. And when you're ready to go, just meander over to the starting line. And
your time won't start until you actually cross that starting mat.
It's going to be a lot more restricted aid stations, more restricted crew access. Again, we like to say, oh, welcome, runner, let me grab your bag, and can we find your drop bag, and this, that, and it's going to be a lot more hands-off. And again, we're not going to have as many chairs, we're just not going to accommodate them.
The tents won't be open to anybody, runners or crew, so nobody's going to be allowed to go inside the tent where the aid station workers are prepping everything. Everything's going to be set out on tables outside of the tent for the runners to grab.
All of our volunteers and people that are working will have masks. We'll all be practicing lots of safe distancing guidelines. We're gonna do the best we can.
Keeping things sanitary.
Lots of hand sanitizer. We got gallons and gallons of hand sanitizer.
Having to change our menu offerings at the aid stations.
We won't have anything reusable. Everything's going to be grab and go. We're going to create a little more trash. But again, that's
New world,
that's
we're gonna
that's the new rules we're living in.
Kind of hard to do pickles when we can't dip our hands in the jars. So I actually talked to the good folks over at Pickle Juice, and we got a whole bunch of pickle juice shots. 'Cause normally we would have the gnarly energy drink, electrolyte drink, pre-mixed, but we're trying to reduce the number of hands touching those coolers, and so this year we're going to actually have that in single-serve sticks that they can just mix themselves. We'll have sunscreen at the aid stations, as well as some basic first aid supplies.
So finish line again, it's going to be you're going to finish. It's going to be less ceremonious than we would like. Once you finish the race, we're going to ask you to leave. Race director will be there for sure. Lyle,
We'll give you an air high five from 6 feet away. Be like, hey, good job.
This year, because of the restrictions, we're not going to have food vendors there. We're asking spectators to not congregate there as well. So any help we can get there, we appreciate. But basically, we'll welcome you across the finish line. We'll take you to we'll have a recovery box with some food there for you that you can, kind of a grab and go type thing. And then you can go claim your finisher award. We'll have for each distance, besides the 100 milers, you'll have the option between a medal and a mug.
We'll do our best. If you got immediate medical needs, we'll have a medical personnel there, of course. It's gonna be different. I know people want to cheer people on, and we just don't get to do that anymore. So again, if that's not an experience you want, don't come. Like, wait for the future. We'll be back to normal at some point. We've talked to all of our volunteer groups, and we're like, if you're uncomfortable, stay away. Certainly, and we shouldn't even have to say this, but if anybody is sick or has any symptom of any kind, like, you're not invited. Like, don't come.
Yeah, if you're running a fever,
Yeah.
you're not gonna run it off.
Oh my goodness gracious! Don't show up the morning of if you're not absolute 100%. Like, let's not be dumb here.
Like Salem said, it's the new world we're living in right now. Like we are trying to abide by the regulations the state and the local counties have implemented, and they've asked us to abide by. This is the new world, the new world we're living in. The new world we're living in.
Just come with a good attitude, and we'll do the rest. Like, we're excited to have you guys coming and running with us, and we're excited to be trudging forward under these conditions and still doing events. And I know that it's going to be a different event for everybody, us too. But we're happy to take on the challenge and make sure that you guys are having a good experience.